Doesn't seem that way.
How do you work these? Sometimes you can.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I hear something moving. I think it's going.
Sounds like it is now.
All the cool kids are gonna have these cars now.
Good luck finding one.
So one of one.
One of one.
I think it's going right through to the other side. Maybe let the compressor go
funny,
up.
Joe, because
Yeah.
It's moving. Go ahead. Good. Try that tire now.
Now you might make a little easier on the trailer. We won't rip the front end out from underneath it.
The other one's okay?
Yeah, I think they're all good. Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Can't do anything. Look.
Two foot.
I almost started.
The engine turned.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know if they've done that.
Hey guys, well that's just a little preliminary part of getting the car to the shop. So now we can get into it and get a better look at what we have. Before we do that, just give you a little bit of backstory that was fed to me. I can't promise that all this stuff is true, but again, I'll just give you the story on what we got. So it's a 76 914 2-liter that in 78 was converted to what you see here. I don't know what the name of the customization is, if there was one, but as far as I understand, there was 30 of them built, and this may be the only one that is left. It's got that whole rear section on it that goes into the back, another hatch on top, I think a different roof that gets removed, a flare kit that goes around it, I think a flare kit on the back, and then the nose going across the front is also different. Also the little shark fins, I guess we'll call them, in the side right there, the little gills, that's also cut in to let airflow, I guess, go through the engine compartment because they closed up the back. The guy's name was Bondo Bill. It's kind of a fitting name when you start looking at the car closer. But it's pretty rough. It's got a lot of rust to it. You can actually, what happens with 914s over time, I'll give a little demonstration, is the bottom rails start to rot out and the cars actually do a little bit of sinking in the middle. If you look at the driver's door, you can see it doesn't want to shut correctly, and then that the roof section can't drop into where it is, it should be flush going across the top, so you can actually see how much the roof is actually kind of closed up on it too. Well, I went with a friend of mine, it's the other guy in the video. He was the one who found it. I saw it too, but he was hot and heavy to go get it. When he looked at it, he saw how much rust and damage there was to it, passed on it, made an offer and passed on it. The guy said no. I upped my offer on it and I was able to buy it. So we dragged it home in his trailer and now we have it. So it does not run. He was having a problem with, he was driving home from, I think, Gloucester to Salem, Mass, and it started breaking up. When he looked into it, he saw the distributor, the lobes were burning or wore smooth on the cam. This is a story I got anyway. And he felt that that's what the issue was. He took the distributor out, and there's no distributor in it now. There's a bunch of crap down inside the hole what the distributor drops into. So we got to go clean that out first. And there's a new distributor sitting in it. The problem with that is the distributor that he got that is new is for a Beetle, won't work on this. But we'll get into that in a minute. Let's go get you off the stand. We're gonna go walk around it and get a better look at it. Maybe we'll lift it up, put it on jack stands, and we'll see the real carnage of it. And possibly see if we can get it to run. Let's do a walk around on it. So it's got like 4 exhaust tips sticking out of it. You actually literally see there's a flare kit put on it, but it's pulled away from the body. It looks like it took a hit right here. It also looks like it was gloss black, and the body was so rough they just kind of flat blacked it to, smooth out the, make it look better. I see dryer vent for it. Looks like a heat tube going through it. It's got some funky looking rims on it. I don't know what you want to call those. Kind of like the Dukes of Hazzard rims, but the spokes are really skinny. What are they, turbines or something? Got the little shark fins on the side. Cut into the body, looks like they're riveted in. And it doesn't look like it's on there very well, does it? He's kicking on. A tree fell on it at some point. That's what the damage is on. Punched out the sunroof, and then the rear tailgate's got a whack in it too, and a crack. I don't know if this is original to the car or part of the kit. It looks like it matches the same texture, or maybe they just wrapped it. Flares on the front fender. Then that funky nose on there. It's like a kind of like, I wonder if it's had like a name of a shark or something for that kit. The front rim's got 2 big dents in them. Let's see if you can see them. Right there. You can see where the rim is actually stuffed in. I think it hit something real hard and probably took the nose of the car and gave it a little tweak too. Back rims look okay. Back rims look like they might have a little bit wider offset. Let's go pop you in a stand. We'll open some of the back up, take a peek back in there. I'll get a light in a minute, but open it up. Go with, I think that was the setup. The big mouse trap. So normally all this is trunk lid on the car. This would be a trunk lid, and then there's like another cover that goes across that top section. Looks like the car was originally red too. It's like smoke plexiglass they got on the back window still in the car. That's the original to the outside. Wonder where the exhaust air would go. He's got those fins going in. I don't see anything. There's a third brake light. This looks like commercial carpet. What they cut for the interior. It's like they chopped a hole to get access to the starter. That looks like a nice clean cut, doesn't it? Doesn't smell like critters. Let's go look and see on the inside. They're 5 speeds. Interior actually does not look terrible. The driver's seat's got some ripping. Not much to them anyway. Let's go see what it's got for miles on it. And I do have the title. The title just came for it. He mailed it to me. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think it says 70 something. I gotta get a light. Dash got a couple of cracks in it. Actually, we just take the roof right off of it. Take a peek. Let's go take that off. I think it's just sitting on there. The idea of this was supposed to be able to fit it in the trunk. Or flip it to the trunk. I actually think the factory, I don't know if it goes under the hood or it sat on the rear deck, that you were able to remove the top and keep it with the car. That's better. Yeah, 74. Could be 174. Yeah, look at all that carpet. Oh. Yeah, then the back window. Then it has this panel. Now you pop you in the stand again, get this one off. Again, this one took a hit with the tree too, or branch, or so the brackets are off. No way, I think it just flips up. So these things kind of sucked for access when it was a standard car. Now your choice is to go through the trunk or up to this top lid to access the engine. Yeah, that's where that is. We go grab a light, we'll take a peek inside. That's a little better, huh? Yeah, so you can see right there. Let me turn this. That's gonna help us. Right in there, that's where the distributor goes. You can see the crap that's sitting in there. I also see right down in there, it looks like some acorns sticking out of it. So this may have an infestation of mice and or squirrels, chipmunks. Looks like that's the intake, and that's got some crap in it. Air cleaner was pushed up off to the side, and the other thing I see is, man, it's tight working down in here. Hold on, I'm going for a ride. Is the computer, and shaky cam. That's the computer that runs it, and that's not bolted down and it's floating. So I suspect that we may have more issues than just a distributor, but we're gonna find out. Let's go put that back to where it was. Here we go. You see anything else? Looks like a little controller board over there. I don't know if that's for spark or not. I would think so. I don't know what that is. It's probably a drain. Maybe that was a drain for the original cover that went right here. Is there one on the other side? No. So, let's go see what the front has to offer. It's either left, right, forward, or back. There we go. We're in. And it even stays up on its own. More of that carpet. You duck down a little. There you go. A couple of seat belts, a couple of caps. Everything's in the magic container. Bunch of hardware for the car. Looks like the contents of the glove box. Let's go. There's the wiper blades. There should be a spare tire. Yeah. You can throw that on now. Mouse nest. And I don't know. And rust. It's a common area for them to blow out too. I think they make them a repair panel for that front section. You can see. Not much to it. Actually looks like a dent, doesn't it? And then blowing out all over there. Anybody home? No. It's like they may have moved. Yeah, looks like more nesting back in there. The chances that battery's any good. Let's see if we can get it out with a test light. Let's go with the... Nah, nothing. I'm gonna throw a charger on that while we're screwing around with some other stuff. Maybe we'll jack it up in the air, take a peek underneath it, and get some power, turn the key on, see what comes alive. Yeah, I threw number 5 on there, let it go charge up for a little bit, and see if that recovers on the battery. While that's doing it though, let's go jack it up, take a peek underneath, and see what lovelies are hiding under there. We're going in. We're going under, I should say. I do not trust the jack stands. Well, I don't trust the body. I'm crushing through. If you see where that jack stand is, it's really punky back there. Yeah, so here's all the carnage. You can see where it took a hit, pushed up the bottom. Looks like a typical New England car to me, but it's got a new horn. And the brakes roll, I'm kind of surprised on that too. Generally everything we get is locked up solid and puts a fight up dragging them onto the trailer. Let's go check out the back. And from the back side going in. Sorry about the shaky cam, there's just not much room. The engine's in front of the trans, mid-engine. Shifter's under here, linkage. I don't see a ton of nest material sticking out from the engine. Cooling fins. New starter. Exhaust looks complete. Rusty but complete. Yeah, it looks like they cut the body back and then added the flare to it. The original flare is all missing. And I was judging by the builder's name of Bondo Bill, I'm pretty sure that's going to be Bondo. Could be fiberglass. Again, it's how many years old now? Done in 78, quick math, at 32 years, 42. Then they got these little rockers over it. I think these rockers are just covering nothing. There's supposed to be a whole panel behind there that supports the body. I don't think there's much left of that at all. And a little further forward. And not much left of that, huh? Nothing wrong with this car, boss. And this is the frame section that blows out, and it supports the car. Looks like somebody jacked it up right here. They shouldn't have. Tried to. Yeah. The other side's gone too, over there. It may be just for the pieces to put on another one. It may be worth for the drivetrain. Again, I didn't pay much for it. The engine and trans have the value in it for what I paid, so no matter what happens to it. And I just like cool different stuff, and it's just my opinion on this one. Yeah, the bottom of the doors are gone. Alright, enough picking it apart, but generally that's what we're working with. Give it a good kick, half the car's going to fall on the ground like that. We got that test light going across. Let's turn the battery charger off and see if it stays lit. Yeah, it's taking a little bit of charge. Good. Let's go throw the other terminal on it. Leave the battery charger a little on the hot side, and we'll turn power on, see what anything powers up. I don't want to crank it yet because I want to clear out that starter hole. Put a bunch of crap down in it. Yeah, you might want to hold your breath. I'm going to blow it out first. I just don't want to suck any of that stuff in there. Vacuum's not going to do it, so. Let's go get to the air cleaner. Is that a fuel line or a vacuum line? Might be a fuel line. Spider, live one. He ain't happy. first piece of wildlife we got. Let's get rid of that, whatever that is. It's like a butt connector. Take a quick peek, make sure that's clear. Yeah, I just don't want all the crap spinning around here. Now we can feel free to spin it once we check the oil. Which on this, your guess is as good as mine. What do you think? You see it anywhere? Normally it's, the engine's spun around and it goes that direction. I still don't see it. You see it? You would think they would color. Actually, I wonder if it comes through the back of the sheet metal here somewhere. Alright. I'll bring you back when I find it. If I find, oh, there it is. I know, someone was yelling at me. It's right in front of us, right? Let's see what we got. Boy, it's tight quarters. Right there. Anything? Let's go wipe that off and see if it goes. What a fun car to work on. Alright. We got something. I'm gonna wipe it off. It looks like it's very low on the stick. I might dump a quart in it of just whatever, just so we have some kind of wetness in there. Yeah, it's pretty low and pretty dirty. And nothing but the best. Rotilla 1540. Let's see how this does for us. Watch, that's like the intake manifold. I'd say that was about a quart, right about there. Think that made it to the mark for us? Yeah, a second to run down. As long as they're open that stick a little bit, that's all I care about. Think a tad over. Perfect. That'll work. Let's go hook the battery up. So it comes alive. Watch, it's locked up dead. It's blowing up. Rod sticking out of the block. Radio's doing something. Let's go hop in the driver's seat. Turn the key on so it comes alive. Shut that thing off. Okay. That sounds good. Stop. Whatever you're doing, just stop. You take the face off. There we go. Alright, stop. Doesn't want to. Now I did it. Must have a CD in there that's, there we go. Alright. Nervous. See smoke. It must be hazards. I don't know what is that? Got pop-up headlights. Let's go see if they do anything. I don't know if they're vacuum or electric. 1, 2. I'm gonna bump the key. I don't know how to get that to stop flashing, so we're gonna not worry about it, I guess. Gas tank is somewhere between 2-force and 4-force full. Let's see what we get for how the clutch pedal feels. That's pretty good. The car's got a lot of room. I'm amazed how much space for a tiny car. I'm 6'1", and right now it's I'm straight legging it to push the clutch all the way in. Let's go see. That ain't good. Oh, there it goes. Does crank. I was debating whether to put oil down the cylinders, but it is turning. Let's I would think that's the fuel pump. Do it a couple more times. We'll look for fuel pissing out around the back. But it could also just be the quality of that battery too. Maybe crank that battery charger up a little. Shifter on the other hand. Whoa, is that tight? I'm not sure what the shift pattern is on this. I would think reverse would be like push down on it like a beetle. That might be reverse. It's kind of like a paint stick in a half-dried bucket of paint. Sorry, I'm making a second. Fortunately on this one we got to kind of handhold the camera for everything. There's no room. All right, let's go see what's in the glove box. Nasty pen. What's this thing? Ashtray. Any roaches? Just rust. I think I had a CB or something at one time. Something was glued there. Rear view. Check these things out. Glove box in the side of the door. Check out these little glove boxes in the side of the door. Nothing in there though. That's different. Yeah, I believe this is our output. It's Gold Giver. That's all the way. Go crank her now. So that does for us. Ugh, that sounds awful though. Especially when it lets off. Ugh. I wonder if the bushing, the starter bushing might be gone. That was the original problem. They put a new starter in it, but it was actually the bushing. I do smell gas. Let me see if we get right there. Yeah. Yeah, we need to the injectors. Which at least fuel is going to the injectors, but it shouldn't be getting a pulse. There's no distributor in it right now. Let's go see if it's like that on the other side too. That'll need to be corrected. Let's put the light right in it. That's a good idea. Let's go light it off. And get this air box out of our way. It's gonna be back here. And I see wetness right by that injector. Looks like all the ends of the injectors, that piece of fuel line's gone. See some sandpaper sitting next to it too. Yeah, I have to go cut those apart. I think if it's like a Beetle, it's going to be, I think 30 psi. A fuel injected Beetle. Let's go look and see what we got for. Man, it's just, you're really down. You got to work from 3 feet up, you know? And not only that, It's got like this sharp piece of metal hanging. Let's see if we can get this out of our way. A little meat hook. Stab you in the gut when you're trying to lean over. Yeah, that's gonna have to be addressed. Fixed. Get the air cleaner out of the way. Let's see if the throttle can move. Yeah, good. Can you see down in there? See what's that kind of crap? Where'd that little light go? Yeah, looking pretty crappy, huh? A lot of crap sitting in there. A lot of like aluminum corrosion. And let's go see what's inside here. See if we got a family of anything living in here that needs to be evicted. Ow. No, just one acorn. Actually, it could be on the other side though. That. Yeah. I say there was though, because that looks like a bunch of mouse piss stains. Maybe he took it apart and cleaned it at some point. Hard to say. Smell. Yeah. I think I might have found a better place for you guys to watch. How about if I clean this back window? You guys look from through here. That work for you? All right. How's that? A little better? Should be a little more stable. I don't know about being able to hear me, but let's see if we can get those injection plugs off. I think they have a little metal clip that goes around them. Or maybe not. There we go. Move that out of the way. And we gotta get to that fuel line. Where does this go to? That's going to have to stay, but we're going to need so those are original. We're going to have to go pull those right out. See the flares on the bottom end? Got clamps on top. I wonder if you can tell where they're leaking from. I wonder if we maybe, you got 10 millimeter, I would think another one down here somewhere. There. So one or two. I think it's just these two top ones. Maybe we can get that off. We could disconnect it here and here. And we could pull that whole assembly out and change it. We're going to have to go cut those ferrules off. Yeah, because working down in that hole is not going to be easy. Let's go try that. Shut that battery charger off. I felt like I was working in a laboratory. Get some of these fuel lines off. Yeah, that ain't the right size. Of course they're two different sizes. Why wouldn't they be? We break it here. They can stay on. What about? I can't see. I figured out why this is the last one, because they suck to work on. You just can't literally get 2 arms down in there. Might just cut them. That one I can cut, I got plenty of length on. This one I could probably get off. This one, I think that clamp is crap on that one. Yeah, that fuel line's not worth a damn either. It's leaking right there. I might just cut some of those off. I'm gonna end up replacing all of them. I got that unbolted and the lines cut. Let's see if we can get it. The washer. That's a quarter of the battle. That's out of there. They don't look too terrible. The seals are not split. They're still kind of pliable. That's good. Fuel lines themselves have had it. The clamps, that's an original one right there. That was never going to come apart. We were going to have to cut that off of there anyway. So, got to slice these back. There should be some ferrules underneath there, hopefully, that we can just kind of clamp onto. We'll make up all new fuel lines. But it's late at night. Everything is closed. So that'll have to be for tomorrow. And I'm also running out of time of when to go put this video up. So unfortunately, guys, I know. But we're going to have to go cut it here and then hopefully continue on a little later on in the week and continue this project so we can get this thing to run. But for now, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I'll just see you back soon. Till then, later. Well, fuel injection, I'm not expecting to work, but if we have spark and we can crank it, it should fire if we dribble a little bit of fuel in it. Let's see what happens. See if it spins first. Let's go.